Hey, Macbeth, what's up? And today I'm going to do a review of the classic rap album, the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem, released in 2000, the same year when Radiohead's Kid A, Outkast's Stankonia, and Godspeed's Lift Your Skinny Fists are released. All of these albums are epic, but none of this won Album of the Year for the Grammys. So yeah, thumbs up for the Grammys. So yeah, I just finished doing like a play at school for a drama competition, and it was Macbeth, and I was playing the main character. So thumbs up for me as well. So after Eminem's sudden success after he released the Slim Shady LP, not too long after he released the Marshall Mathers LP, which is even more aggressive, sinister, and controversial. Just like the last LP, this LP starts off with a public service announcement, which is even more hilarious. Upon purchasing this album, you have just kissed his ass. And then it starts off with Eminem's rough and layered vocals with a minimalistic bass in the background. Unlike most music in SSLP, most music in this album is more sinister and sharp. It's like it's using a completely different chord than that of SSLP.
They said I can't rap about being broke no more. They say I can't rap about coke no more. Slut, you think I won't choke no whore till the vocal cords don't work in the throat no more?
Kill You is the first track with Eminem's angry, "Bitch, I'ma kill ya!" And it's very sing-alongable, and it's also somewhat catchy. What also makes this song special is the staccato flow that fluctuates a lot, and the small bell sounds that adds onto the evilness of the song. A 9 out of 10. Next up, we have Stan.
But she don't know you like I know you, Slim. No one does. She don't know what it was like for people like us growing up. You gotta call me, man. I'll be the biggest fan you'll ever lose. Sincerely yours, Stan. P.S. We should be together, too.
Which really stands out from the rest of the track list. No pun intended. Yeah. The reason being is that it sounds so soothing, slow-paced, relaxing, and emotional, with Dido's soft vocals and Eminem's calm delivery. It becomes an instant masterpiece. It tells the story of an Eminem fan who tried so hard to send letters to him and get his signature, his autograph, but didn't get anything back, but at the end became a depressed and psychotic person and died in a car accident. That's a sad and powerful narrative. It becomes especially tragic at the end when Eminem finally had time to reply to Stan. He realizes that he actually had died. It was you. Damn. Also, I love how Eminem writes this song in another person's perspective instead of keeping it all to himself. And that Grammy Awards performance with Elton John is legendary.
It reminds me that it's not so bad, not so bad.
Dear mister, I'm too good to call or write my fans. This'll be the last package I ever send your ass. It's been 6 months and still no word. I don't deserve it. I know you got my last 2 letters. I wrote the addresses on them perfect.
It's just one of the most epic and iconic Grammys performances. I'm giving Stan a 10 out of 10. After a brief 8-second long pause skit, we have Who Knew, which is also a very naughty and witty song with its grimy and sinister melodies, but it also stands out because of its eccentric beats and the cute little ascending strings during the choruses. I never knew and I'm just loving this new direction that Eminem is heading. Instead of continuing with that plain and simple beats on SSLP, I'm giving Who Knew an 8. Then it follows a Steve Berman skit. Then it follows The Way I Am.
We'll call you a lawyer, file you a lawsuit. I'll smile in the courtroom and buy you a wardrobe. I'm tired of all you. I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be. It's just me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am.
The song has a very cold-blooded and displeasing melody to it with these dangling bells. It kind of reminds me of some sort of horror movie also in some ways. And the lyrics are also very sinister and aggressive. Eminem responds to his haters and says that this is the way he is. 'Cause I am whatever you say I am. And I also enjoy how Eminem uses sounds and different musical styles in the song. I'm giving this a 9 to a 10 out of 10. The tension tones down when the real Slim Shady comes, which is an instant classic. Oh my gosh.
We can hunt dead animals and antelopes, and there's no reason that a man and another man can't elope. But if you feel like I feel, I got the antidote. Women wave your pantyhose, sing the chorus and it goes. I'm Slim Shady, yes I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
One of the best musical videos of the 2000s and one of the most iconic rap songs of the 2000s as well. It's been referenced in many movies and TV shows and songs. It's a classic. Again, it has a gross and hideous bass line. It also has messy lyrics because it constantly pauses and Eminem's voice changes into another character's voices. It's also fucking hilarious with the Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, and Fred Durst references and all other pop star references, and it also revises the line Dr. Dre said from My Name Is. And the chorus is super sing-alongable and catchy, and the whole song is really fun and wacky. The production is great. I'm giving this song a solid 10. The next song is Remember Me, which is backed up by some plain industrial kind of music and some normal beats. To me, this song just sounds like an experimental West Coast rap song that ended up pretty underwhelming. The verses are just what you would expect, and the choruses are kind of bland and boring. It's just not that good, but I do like how there's a lot of features on the song though. I'm giving Remember Me a 6 out of 10. And then it's I'm Back, which sounds similar to Kill You and Who Knew. The same way Brain Damage, My Name Is, 97 Bonnie and Clyde, and Come On Everybody sound alike. Again, I'm Back is sinister, grimy, but also goofy and fun and catchy.
That's why they call me Slim Shady. I'm back. That's why they call me Slim Shady. I'm back.
I murder a rhyme, 1 word at a time. You never heard of a mind as perverted as mine. Really clever lyrics. I'm giving I'm Back an 8 out of 10. My nose is itching. Alright, next up is Marshall Mathers, which is Eminem's real name. It's a sinister and cold-blooded but more lo-fi and rational song. And it also has these little climaxes where Eminem gets tense with his vocals and as he gets louder and angrier. But ultimately, this song is about how Eminem is just a regular guy like anyone else in the world, and I like the humility. I do. I like it. When Kanye West calls himself God, Eminem says that he's a regular guy. I'm giving this one a 9 for the context. After the super graphic and gross Ken Caniff skit, we have Drug Ballad.
6'10", you gon' probably crawl and you'll be sick then, and you'll probably barf. And my prediction is you gon' probably fall, either somewhere in the lobby or the hallway wall, and everything's spinning. You're beginning to think women are swimming in pink linen again in the sink. Then in a couple of minutes, that bottle of Guinness is finished. You are now allowed to officially slap bitches.
At first, it sounds like a regular early Eminem song with its really disgusting moans. Cheesy moans that are actually funny, until the cute little ascending piano arpeggio started playing and the song just sounds catchier and more wondrous. The flow is nice and overall I enjoy the song for what it is. I'm giving Drug Ballad a 9 also. Wow, another dry and underwhelming song is Amityville featuring Bizarre. It's very loud and showy with its verses, and in between verses it has this very abrupt horn sound, but yeah, it's a forgettable song. I'm giving it a 6 to a 7. My nose is itching again, all the makeup they put on me for the play. Wow. Moving on to Bitch Please 2. I don't know where 1 is, someone please tell me. Bitch Please 2 featuring Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Exhibit, and Nate Dogg. 2 dogs. And the song starts off with a very luxurious gangsta intro, which has some lavishing and laid-back horns. Then Snoop Dogg starts talking, and damn, he makes me smile. I don't know if it's what he said or his voice, but it just puts a smile on me. But overall, it's a really nice song with its good flow, and I like these Eminem collaborations, giving it an 8 to a 9 again. Turns out, what comes after is hands down the most controversial song from Eminem, Kim, with its bombastic percussions and tragic pianos and Eminem's insane shouting vocals. This song truly makes you stop doing whatever you're doing and just listen in shock. Seriously, this song shows a very insane and psychotic Eminem, with him cursing and hurting and abusing Kim, his wife, and Eminem also impersonates Kim on the track, being the victim. People really thought this track is made purely because of Eminem's rage and vengeance, but actually this is just a dumb little idea for a disastrous love song. It's a really psychotic song, but also a very creative one because it's both musical and cinematic. And it's a shocker. I'm giving Kim an 8 out of 10. The song is replaced by The Kids in the clean version, and The Kids is also in the UK version and the Australia version of the album, apparently.
And that's the story of Bob and his marijuana and what it might do to you. So see if this world's born of this past. See children drugs abide. And if you don't believe me, ask your dad. And if you don't believe him, ask your mom. She'll tell you how she does them all the time.
Instead of abusing and torturing your girlfriend and your wife, let's teach kids to not do drugs. Great idea. With a very innocent and sweet lullaby-ish music similar to Stan, Eminem raps calmly and rationally. The South Park influence on the song is really genius, and the chorus is actually catchy. See, children, drugs are bad, and if you don't believe me, ask your dad. Giving it a 9. Really criminally underrated. The album tones down once again with Under the Influence featuring D12. The intro to the song really cracks me up. Oh my gosh. Eminem just going nya nya fnyap fnyap is disgustingly funny. Oh my gosh. And this song is about drugs. Yep. Not much to say about this song. I'm giving it an 7. Why did I say N? A 7 to an 8. The album ends with Criminal.
Come on, relax, guy. I like amen, right, Ken? Give me an amen. Amen. Please, Lord, this boy needs Jesus. Heal his child, help us destroy these demons. Us that don't give a fuck still won't please. I'm a criminal. Every time I write a rhyme, these people think it's a crime to tell them what's on my mind. I guess I'm a criminal. I don't gotta say a word, I just split in the bird and keep moving. I don't take shit from no one, I'm a criminal.
Which is also very funny, passive-aggressive, and sarcastic. And it sounds almost as if it's a parody song lyrically, but it's done in a really good and professional way. I also like the intro of the song. It's a good way to address the fact that people are overreacting over Eminem's lyrics. And I like the very impulsive, 'cause I'm a criminal. And I also like the really hilarious lyrics. Hi, I'm Versace, checking the mail. Get it? And overall, it's a good song with a great ending to the LP. But honestly, I prefer The Kids to be the album ending though. But overall, it's a fucking great album, and it has loads of good songs that became super iconic and popular for its smart lyrics and concept and its creative use of sound effects and music. This album also shows that Eminem has improved a lot. On Slim Shady LP, it has some toothless and bland and forgettable moments, but on this LP, despite some flaws, it is way more creative and thoughtful. We kind of sink into Eminem's little creative bubble in this album. We can experience Eminem's thoughts and feelings on the album. Yes, this album is extremely controversial and it's full of explicit language and graphic violence and much more, but never take any of these at face value. Never take any of these literally. It's because a majority of the album is really just a joke, a sarcasm. And again, the rhymes are clever, the lines are great, the flow is nice, and the production is excellent. I'm really loving this record. One of the best and most influential rap albums ever. The worst is Remember Me, and the best is Stan. I'm giving Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP a 9 to a 10 out of 10. So, have you listened to Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP from 1 to 10? How much would you rate it? Like it, and subscribe if you want more.